Hi guys, this is Mary. You're watching another little piece of my art. And I decided that I'm going to finally do the video of everything I've ever colored since we're kind of winding up the year now. And I'm curious to see, how far I've gotten in some books, what I've abandoned, maybe reevaluate the ones I have. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I didn't mark them, so you'll kind of get flip throughs as well. You've seen most of my books before, so for those of you that have been subscribed for a while, it won't be anything new to you, but I do have some new subscribers, so it will be new to you. So we're going to start with the Inspired Coloring series. This one is Patterns, and I've ripped out many things out of this book because I use them, like for an example, I use them in my journal. I use them for, yeah, I've been doing a thing where I color with my non-dominant hand, so my right hand, and then I just color a little section. I'm trying to, learn how to do that because I'm having trouble again with my left hand with, tendinitis and stuff. So, I use a book that, it's not that I don't care for the book, but, I've already started doing that, so I just figured I'll keep on going with it. But I might order another one just so I can keep the series, have them all. But yeah, it's just patterns. That's all it is. I did start this one at some point in time because these kind of reminded me of four-leaf clovers a little bit, so I went in with the green. But it's just patterns, and I'm sure that was a Crayola marker. And, it does bleed through, but you can just color the other side either in similar colors or dark colors, and it will be fine. But yeah, this is just patterns. That's all it is patterns, and every page has blue on it, and I like that. It's a really pretty blue. I'm not sure if it's showing up the way that it really is, but some of these are super nice, and I need to just use pencil maybe, and that will take care of the problem. But like I said, when I first got it, I started just ripping pages out and kind of using them as backgrounds in scrapbooks and journals, and I just kept doing that. So now the book is missing a lot of the pages. So I should probably get another one. It's here's one. You can buy these on eBay for around $4. So they're not expensive at all. Mine came from the Dollar Tree back when they had good books at one point in time. So there's intricate patterns in here, and then there's more, just simple ones that you just would fill in. This is one of those books that's fun to just kind of zone out in front of the TV. I mean, that wouldn't take anything at all, but you can see where, removing them and cutting them and doing stuff with them would be kind of a fun thing as well. So I just wanted to give you a little glimpse into this book because I know that I'm not going to find anything in here because I've already taken them all out. So that's patterns. So next we have nature. Where is it? Hold on. Nature. Inspired coloring. Nature. So this is the one in the series. I had bought this one first, and this is the exact same book. So once I bought this one because I wanted the whole series and then the inspired coloring, and I started comparing them, I was like, oh my gosh, I have the same book. So this one is more or less used for, that doesn't even go there. Yeah, see, I just threw some stuff in there. This one is more or less used as my practice one and my cutting stuff out one. There is a bird there colored. But I do know that I have, I just colored it and was writing something. I do know that I have whips in here, and I have things that I have cut out and removed. Some butterfly. I know I cut out some butterflies. Here's where I have cut out. Yeah, a butterfly. So that's what I use this copy for, since the other copy is the exact same thing. So I kept up both of them because I like this book. I just like it. Now this one is the same pictures, but you get these splotches of green throughout the book, and I love that. I think it makes it, and this one also has thicker paper. I just think it makes it really cool, more interesting, and nature is green. There's a lot of green in nature. So, yeah, I love this book. I don't know why I have not worked in, oh wait, there's something back there, right? Okay, so apparently I started on this snake. It looks like I watercolored it. And you can see there's no bleed through or no problems. So like I said, the paper in this is really good. And I love these images. And I just need to work in it. You know? You know how it is. You forget how much you like something until you get it back out again. But you can see there's just gorgeous. You could do so much with these because the background is so empty. You could draw in stuff or write or whatever. Okay, here I've done some, looks like some, I don't know if that's markers or watercolor, but on some pears, and just never went back in with the detail, but that will be a simple thing to do. So, and I even still like doing these, even though that's how most of us started with the doodle designs like that. I still like them. They have their place in my life. A nice page of shells. Looks like I went in and started doing some colored pencils on some shells here. That's a lot of shells. You can see why I gave up. So, yeah. Oh, here's some butterflies. I think this is Tim Holtz inks, to be honest with you, but I can't say for 100%. I have to be really careful because I'm balancing this phone on my leg. I wish I had 1,000 subscribers so I could just go live and show you the whole collection at one time, but I don't because I'm going to run out of film or space on my phone at 17 minutes. So such is life, I guess. Okay, then we have flowers, inspired coloring flowers. And if you haven't figured it out, these are all, there's no illustrator because these are all, whatchamacallit, I almost said Snapchat. I don't even have Snapchat. These are all, public domain kind of images. I forget what it's called at the moment. Somebody tell me if you remember. So looks like I went in and did this page in marker. There's no bleed through on this one. So that's what's weird. Some of these pages some of these inspired coloring books are thicker paper than the others, even though they're the same line. So I find that odd. But this one gives you all the flowers with this pink color. It looks red on camera, but it's like bright fuchsia. And if I recall, I did like this book quite a bit, and there should be some finished pages in here. Notice that they're sewn in. I mean, and that's such a nice feature to have in a book because that way then when you have it pressed open and you're working on it, you don't bust the binding and have the pages fall out on you because I hate that. If a book falls apart on me, I usually stop working in it. I know. I have these weird things about me that I like and don't like, and if that happens and I'm done. Okay, so here's one that I did, and I just added some stencils, and I think I just colored this with Crayola markers and pens. So very simple design. You could add words, you could do whatever you want to it. Did a little chalk there as well. But this one too is has simple things as well as the more complicated things. So let's see. Here is one. I remember doing this one, and I did this one in Crayola Twistable pencils, and I used some kind of like glitter glue kind of stuff because it looks like too thick to be stickles. It could be stickles, I'm not sure. And then it has some chalk pastel dots in the background. And I always seal everything with hairspray. And my stuff does not bleed onto the other page. So that's what I use. Sometimes I have used fixative when I'm using Prismacolor, because they tend to smear really bad on the next page. Here's a page that I did that is upside down because I don't know what's wrong with me. But this was just an open circle, and this is a stamp that I have, a really pretty stamp that I have, and I just stamped her in and then colored it, and then I stamped on all of these flowers as well. And then it looks like I did watercolor in the background, or maybe pastels, or I don't know, I didn't write it down, but quite a bit of stuff done to that page. So there's that one, and that's why I like them to be a little bit open and kind of, you know, have a lot of space in the background, because that way if you want to do something of your own, you can. So this one is done. It's some kind of poem. The only time we ran not seeking or chasing anything was when we ran pinwheel in hand along the beaches and banks by Rainy Piku. So it looks like I, you know, just very basic on the design, just marker or whatever, and was more interested in the words and the background. I don't know, I get in these moods. What can I tell you? So you can see very simple. You have pages that are all open where you could stamp your heart out in there or draw. That will be fun. I would probably like to do that, like draw inside there like a whole face or something. You could draw a landscape, whatever your heart desires. And this one is a beautiful flower. Here, I believe that is an orchid. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it looks like I used some glitter gel pen and maybe marker on the stems. And then just some chalks in the background. So super simple, but effective, you know? There's another one of those open ones that you could put a stamp in there, or draw something, or put words, or put a magazine cut out, or whatever your heart desires. So what else? Okay, I colored that one. Looks like I never went back with pencil, but there it is. Anytime I'm ready, it's there. It looks like there's a little pencil in the leaves, but not on the flowers. And I think that might be all. And nope, one more. No, I already started with that one. Okay. So that's all in that one. And then the last book in the series, actually there's another book in the series, and that's the Christmas one. And I got rid of my copy because, why did I get rid of my copy? I think the Christmas one was the one where the pages were so thin that you could barely like work in it. Everything bled through. But if I did see it again, I would probably get it just to have the whole series, because I was moving at the time and I was not wanting to carry a lot of books that I wasn't using. But I probably would buy it again. This one is Ocean. One of my favorite subject matter. So I love this book, but I mean, this one, the paper is super thin. So that is why I do not work on it that much, because unless you're going to just use pencils, stuff goes through. So I did do this one, and I did use pencils, and I did use chalk on the background, and I love it. I think it's really different, cool. I mean, you know, nothing bled through because I followed the rules. And then here's a turtle that I did in marker, and you can see that it bled through. So, you know, there it is. Do you want a book that, you know, just can use pencil, or are you okay with that? So here is just a lot of just stock, that's the word, stock images of ocean themed things. A lot of waves and jellyfish and fish and that kind of stuff. I like more like this type of it, like the animals and stuff. That's what I gravitate more towards when I do want to work in this book. And these pictures like this, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, here's a crabby, the crab that I did. And I used pencils, I can tell, and more chalks around the edge and some glitter gel pen. And he was fine. He did not bleed through. So I like that one. It's cute. Here's a seahorse that I did. And it looks like I used a marker and a gel pen. And let's see if it bled through. Not too bad. I think that I could probably still color on the other side. So there's that one. And that's my sheet there for in between. And that's it. So that's everything that I have colored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books of inspired coloring series. So I thank you for watching, and I will be back again with the next section, which could be who knows what. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.